Hey, Nova. It does this when we hit an hour, and we just hit an hour. So I don't want to end like that. Just come on back. Come on back, Nova. The moment we hit an hour, oh, she doesn't, hold on. Let me go. Okay. Nova. When she comes back, then she'll do a proper later gator. Let's see. There she is. We're getting her. Hey, Nova. It always does that when I hit an hour, but I just wanted you to finish what you were saying because I thought that takeaway was powerful. This is what I have so far, is that no matter where you are in your life and your marriage, take the risk of showing your innermost self, of seeing each other, of studying each other.
Really, that's it. Just take the risk.
Yeah.
And it is worth it, you know. And really on every level of your life, you know, professionally, musically, everything. Like I'm throwing a song out there on Monday. I might do something live. You know,
when I want to be there because honestly, this conversation could have gone so many ways because I literally I told her the other night when Nova and I were speaking, like I did the write up on you. I called you like the MacGyver of life. There's honestly, you like do everything. So I want you, I thought, I told you, I said, please have your guitar near you. Please.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Do you have anything you want to lead us out with? Please. Oh, I know you're about to drop something on Monday and we will be there. You tell us this live concert, we will be there. Like for real. I'm leaning into this. We need it.
So far, it's not a live concert, but I may do something later in the week that brings more. I'm releasing a song that I wrote 2 years ago, and it's about just overcoming fear and depression, which I think many people are dealing with. After my dad. Do you have time for this?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, so after my dad passed away, it was really hard on our entire family. And I probably for me, the second year was harder than the first, but immediately after, my sister was the main caregiver of my dad. And she was so present with him and so amazing, but she fell into some really dark places, Shay, to the point where when she would call me and she would whimper, I could do nothing and I felt really helpless. And I felt like God said to me, just worship your way through this, like worship and sing through this and sing over her. And you know, to be honest with you, I started writing this song and I couldn't finish it. She didn't have this like breakthrough moment, and slowly she came out of it, Shay, and that was when I finished the song. But
the song had to follow the trajectory of life. I get it.
It really did. And I want to say, right, it was like, I'm such a great songwriter, I just finished it right away. But no, it was like I felt her pain, and it was really, really scary. And I've experienced depression myself. I've experienced anxiety.
Me too.
And just going like, what's the point? And but I realized that, man, when I would step in and I would sing and worship, and I would feel God's presence, and that's, you know, his presence, like, man, it made me feel like I could walk on the water, right with
yes.
And I
felt that before.
Yeah. So I am releasing this video. My sister came to visit, and I pulled a little prank on her and told her that all of, you know, my friends were just coming over to hang out and jam, and then we actually just surprised her and sang the song over her.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
what I would have done to have been there that night.
It was pretty special. And so she just sat there, just like all these musicians, and my son captured the whole thing. Eli Page on Instagram, follow him.
That's right. And he's so talented. He's so talented.
He's so talented.
And such a cutie.
He's such a cutie. Yeah, he's just took all the pictures for our marriaging intro video too, and did all. He's amazing. Anyway, so he captured the whole thing, and he's editing right now so that we can share the story. It's the story, Shay. It always is. It's always the story.
Mm-hmm. That's how we remember stuff. That's how we connect to
is.
things. That's where we have a visceral reaction to stuff. Is the story. That's why we love food. That's why we love scents. They trigger memories. Right. They trigger stories.
And you know what, again, on the collaboration front, this song couldn't have happened without my friend Aaron Paiva, who is this, he heard the song. He's like, no, there's something on that. And he, you know, he's like, let's help. I want to help you arrange that. And, you know, he's producing it. And
did we get to hear that today or no?
Maybe I'll do a little part of the acoustic version of it, like just on here. I don't know. But, yeah, again, the collaboration, all these musicians that said, you know, Nova, I resonate with Carla's story. Yeah, I'll play on this. And so it always takes a team. It's not this one superstar thing. I think God gives us things so that we can be really, so we can share, that we can share in the joys of the victory.
And the building of it together.
Yeah, and the building, the community. Like, so for me, I'm like, yeah, I wrote this song, but it wouldn't be what it is without the collaboration and the community and the people.
And may I just say, it wouldn't exist without the pain.
It wouldn't, because I wouldn't have written it sitting in my living room crying out, begging God.
For your sister.
For my sister.
That is so real. No, I appreciate you being here in that space with me. I get it. That's why I said it couldn't have been done but for the pain.
Yeah, I love her so much. And to see somebody you love so much,
yes,
you know, you watch them suffer.
And you can't do anything about it.
And I'm thousands of miles away. And the only thing I knew to do was to sing. That's all I knew to do.
That's your gift.
To worship and to create something that could, you know, help heal my own pain, her pain, and honestly, hopefully other people's pain. I'm not putting this tune out there to, like, you know, sell it. I'm just,
you don't have to defend, you don't have to defend it. Don't even, do me a favor. Yeah. Don't even tell anybody what you're not putting it out there for.
Yeah. Thank you.
Honestly, there's no need to defend it. You put it out there because guess what? If it exists, there's room and there's a need. We need it.
Yeah.
We need it.
Yeah. Absolutely. So
yeah. And that also shows you that the pain wasn't for naught. You know, the pain, you needed that pain for the glory that you are about to give us, or and also the words. It's just, you know, Viktor Frankl, he was a Austrian, more than just a psychiatrist, but psychiatrist and neuroscientist. And he lived through Auschwitz, and he was,
I've been there.
Yeah,
I was there.
Oh, I can't imagine. I can't imagine the energy that's there. I cannot imagine. I think it would take me to my knees.
It did, and it's dark.
Yeah, I imagine. That just shows you how choices, decisions, things have energy. You felt that there, yet there's no one dying there today, but you felt their ghosts. You know, it's crazy.
It was eerie.
But one of the things that he did is while he was in Auschwitz, not when he was no longer a Nazi slave, really. While he was there, he came up with this process that would be used for years, many years after, and still to this day. And he called it imagotherapy. And he came up with it while he was emaciated, being treated worse. And like I always say, it's not like someone treated you like a dog, because nobody would treat their dog like that.
Yeah.
Nobody would. We would feed our dogs. We would make sure they had water. These people have nothing. And he realized that, I did not know this, but for reading his book, Man's Search for Meaning, that a lot of Jewish inmates were like, God, I got to end this. I'm just going to kill myself. And he said to them, I know you want to kill yourself. I know you do. But please do not. If you kill yourself, it will be like nothing. You will disappear. But if we let them murder us, we will show the world how evil they are. We will. So even in your death, there will be value. So he was able to extrapolate the understanding that even in my death, there could be value. So what he came up was a 3-part process for man to have meaning. And he did this in prison. I can't believe this. Man needs a reason to get up in the morning, something to get up and do. Man needs something to be able to put their hand to that only man can do. Man needs to exist in community. Man needs to be loved unconditionally and to love unconditionally. And the third and final thing is man needs to be able to look at their pains and heartaches through a redemptive lens. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. I always say God never wastes our pain.
Not one ounce of your story that you are writing right now will be wasted. Not one bit of it. It's all of that when he got out and he survived Auschwitz, they took him to Austria. They made him the head over a psychiatric ward because people were killing themselves. And under his therapy, his imago therapy that he got in Auschwitz, not one person died. Not one person was lost.
Wow.
Right?
I mean, the power of saying yes.
Right. So that's why I'm like, play whatever song you want to, because it's valuable. And what I just wanted to note is because oftentimes we think we need beautiful, shiny parts to make something beautiful. We don't. We actually need those broken bits, those jagged, rusty, disgusting bits. They will make some of the most beautiful things we'll ever know.
Can you hear my guitar?
I can.
Oh, in the darkness, I still hear your voice, and it speaks to me that life still goes on. Oh, that's what your presence does. Hey. In the morning, new mercies awake, telling torment that he has no place. Whoa, that's what your presence does. Oh, that's what your presence does. It gives me hope when fear closes in, it lights the way. When nothing is clear, it moves a mountain. When I have no fight, no fight left in me. I know this light, it shines through my wounds, and I know this joy, my strength comes from you. Whoa, that's what your presence does. Whoa, that's what your presence does. It gives me hope. When fear closes and it lights the way. When nothing is clear, it moves a mountain. When I have no fight, no fight left, no fight left in me. Oh, I'm walking in your presence. No more lies. Oh, I'm laughing in your presence. Freedom's mine, and I'm stepping in the river, dancing in victory. Oh, I'm walking in your presence. No more lies. Oh, I'm laughing in your presence. Freedom's mine, and I'm stepping in the river, dancing in victory. That's what your presence does. Oh, that's what your presence oh, does. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh, in the darkness, I still hear your voice, and it speaks to me that life still goes on.
Listen, you. Listen.
That was long. Sorry.
No. Don't make me come through this phone and kick you. Don't apologize. I feel so honored. People, you guys who are in this room, don't you feel honored that we just heard that? First of all, it made me feel. It just gave me feels. Like I had to write down things from it lyrically. Telling torment he has no place.
I found so much power in writing that lyric, and I have to say, I think that came straight from heaven.
Ooh.
Because sometimes you just got to put the liar in his place.
That's right. That's right.
Tell you that you don't have you don't have
Telling
room.
torment that he has no place.
I am not building a room. I am not building a room for you. You are not allowed to move in, and I will not decorate this room.
Someone just said that their anxiety is gone, girl.
Praise the Lord.
I'm telling you, that song was powerful.
And that's enough.
You know, there was a part, too, that made me really want to it wrecked my heart. When you said, move a mountain when I have no fight. There's so many times when I felt that in my life, even recently, where I'm like, I don't have any more. I have nothing else to give. There's a song of Gavin DeGraw. He's one of my favorite artists. He just, for whatever reason, his lyrics always touch me. And there's this song that he has that says, and it evokes that same feeling. He goes, you know, that there, essentially, I'm going to forget the lyric because I'm needing to recall it right now. But the idea behind the lyric is that there's always one more punch that's needed, but you ain't got nothing else, you know? And that's how I feel when I saw that, move a mountain when I have no fight, because you certainly do reach points, if you're human and you're truthful, where
you're human, you're a truthful human.
You're a truthful human. Someone just said that they felt like that for the past few months. Move a mountain when I have no fight. And I know I'm going to cry. I know that feeling. You're like, there's no more reserve. There's no more reserve.
I felt that. I think we have. And Shay, to be honest with you, I have felt those moments where I'm like, you know what, God, take me now.
Yeah, there's no more.
And
there's nothing.
Look at me, Shay, and you, and go, they never think that. They've never think that. But I think, like you always say, Shay, we're more alike than we are different.
We are.
there's so much in all of our story, and it's the redemption story of God making a way when there isn't a way.
And oftentimes he makes that way through us, through each other. Through a sister writing those lyrics in the middle of the night for her sister that she can't be anywhere near. He uses those breaking points. He uses that for us to show up too. Like, honestly, I know I felt that. I know I've driven to work on my drive to work, being like, vulnerability equals strength. Yes. I've driven on my way to work like, God, you see me. You see that the reserves are not there. Only you. So what you gonna do?
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. I mean, and honestly, what you're gonna do though is operate out of your strengths and your gifts. And that song is evident that we need each other, and we need those pain points, and we create brilliant, beautiful things out of pain. We have the capacity.
We have the capacity. We have the capacity. And that's, you know, when God gave me the lyric, I know this joy. Like, I was like, or it's like, I know this love, it shines through my wounds. I know this joy because my strength comes from you.
Yes.
That's what your presence does. Like, I get hope from that. You know, fear can close in all at once, but I know the truth.
Yeah.
And the truth that I know that God actually wrote in the word is the joy of the Lord actually is your strength. And so I'm looking for the joy in the pain. Joy and pain.
I love it.
Pump it up.
Rob, give it to me. Rob bass.
Here we go. Rob bass.
I'm a new song.
Don't even get me going.
Don't make me go to 1987 and 88 because I'll do it.
Yo, baby pop. Yeah.
Oh.
Give me. Remember that song?
Better make it fast. Oh, I'm gonna get. Yeah. Don't you feel the music pumping hard? Like, yeah. Don't make me bring it down for you, because I really thought I was salt and pepper, but I had the asymmetrical bob and everything.
So good.
I did. Oh, yeah, like short and long. Hello.
I would pay money to see that picture. So
it is definitely something that could yield money because it's so wrong, and you couldn't tell me I wasn't more right. Okay? How about that one?
Oh, fear.
Oh my gosh. I love you, and I've loved this time together. And I want to say it again. Thank you for sharing this space with us. Thank you for bringing all of you to this space with me. I feel so honored. And I know, this is what I know. I know that there are people who will hear this, even if they weren't here today, that it will bless their soul. And I thank you for it.
Shay, I almost have no words, because Joy and I always talk about, like, Shay, everyone needs to sit with Shay. Like, everyone needs to sit. That should be your show. Everyone needs to sit with Shay, because you bring out the story out of people's lives, and you bring us closer to each other. And beyond, Joy and I always talk about how, like, your vocabulary is ridiculous, and we're like, what did she just say? What is say your dictionary, Joy? But just I
love words.
You're so eloquent, and you're so smart and witty and deep and wise and so fun and funny. And I thank you for the privilege of just sitting with you, Shay. I wish we could be in the same room, but this will have to do.
It will. And it's done my heart so good. I love you. I love you. I'm about to save all of this, and it will be on my Instagram TV that anybody can watch it anytime.
I love you.
I love you.
Share it? How do I share it?
Absolutely. So the moment I end this, it will go to my story, and then you can share it from my story. And then once I save it, I have to download, because I'm not a big enough deal right now on Instagram. So it only lets you do 15-minute segments.
Yeah. We're not either. That's why our segments are $14.59.
Yeah. And so the thing that the service that I'm using right now to cut it up, it's just like, I'm like, safe, just cut it up in 10-minute segments. And then, so I'm going to cut it up in 10-minute segments. I will put it on my, I will put it on my Instagram TV so people can watch it out, label them part 1 through however many parts this ends up being.
Oh, my word. Sorry.
No, I love it. I love it. Every interview I've done has gone over my 50 minutes. I think maybe one. And yesterday, I think it was, and it was just it was like a minute before. It was like 58 minutes. So I was like, I'm a rock star. No. Oh my God. Well, she is covered in truth. I'm so glad that your heart is full and that you feel like your anxiety is gone, because it's just connecting us. So I love you, Nova. I will call you when this is over.
Okay.
Bye.
Fresh and gone. Woo! Love you, Shay.